Good morning, friends. Prepared Suburbanite back at you. I've got the DJI Osmo Action out, and first time I've used it in probably 6 months or so, but I just wanted to get it hooked up and see if it was still going to work. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on with the eclipse that's supposed to be happening on Monday, the 8th. And I'm a little concerned about certain of the municipalities, like in Texas and places like that, that are calling for people to be prepared, calling for people to stock up on food and water and other basics so that in case something weird happens, they'll be able to survive whatever it is. Well, I guess that's okay for people to be prepared for any kind of eventuality, but when you get right down to it, people should be prepared for pretty much anything at any time. And it's kind of the argument against short-term prepping, which could be considered panic buying, or whether it's part of a long-term solution for whatever may be going on there. So I'm not 100% convinced that what our illustrious leaders throughout the pathway of this eclipse, I don't know if they're really doing the public any favors. I kind of equate it with what goes on with weather reports when we get severe number 2 or level 3 warnings and things like that. And you go out and you see, yeah, there's a storm coming. The clouds are dark over there. And, you kind of wait it out, and you get flash flood warnings, and you get potential for hail and tornadoes and things like that. Well, and then the front passes through, and you get 1/4 inch of rain for about 20 minutes, and that's it. The sun comes out after that, and right back to normal living again. So if everybody's out panic buying toilet paper and milk and eggs and bread or whatever for a 20-minute kind of a thing, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think on a personal basis that this eclipse is going to cause any huge issues with anybody around. It just certainly doesn't seem to me to be one of those kind of events, and there's been way too much hype, way too much fear-mongering going on about what's coming. And yeah, there's hundreds of thousands of people that are trying to flock to the maximum pathway of this thing. And I suppose there's some danger for that. But for me personally, we're staying right here, and we're going to get just a little bit of the effect of it. The weather reports, I think, out that far are for a cloudy day. So we may just see a little bit of dimming in the atmosphere, and then it'll just pass right by us. And come Tuesday morning, life will be right back to normal. Going to take you on a short little trip around our backyard. The firebush azalea is in full bloom right now, and it's absolutely beautiful. The other azaleas are lagging behind just a little bit. These have come out just in the last day or so, and they're extraordinarily beautiful when this bush is in. These two bushes are in full bloom, but you really can't appreciate, nor can you get a sense of how beautiful that thing is going to be by the time it comes into full bloom. We've got the raspberry azaleas over here, and they're almost there. Still got a couple more days of good sunshine for them to come into full bloom. And so we've got some other sporadic ones out here. This one right here is very beautiful. Again, I think that's a raspberry azalea, only because it's the color. It doesn't bear any fruit. And we're just going to come around and take a look at some of the other things that are going on in our backyard. And so again, another azalea. I'm not sure what the official name of this is, or unofficial name, but it's a slightly different color. It's a little bit more orange than the raspberry colors. But the thing that my wife is truly more proud of is our lilac bush. We have been trying for 20 years to get lilacs to grow around here in North Carolina, and it's absolutely in full bloom right now. Let me take you around to the other side, and you can really get a sense of how big and beautiful this thing is. I'm originally from upstate New York, and we had lilacs all over the place in upstate New York, and the aroma that this thing puts out draws pollinators like crazy. And right now it's a little cool for the bees to be out, but there's been bees and butterflies and borer bees, all kinds of stuff that have been out here, and they are just absolutely beautiful. And if we had smell-o-vision, you'd be smelling it right along with me. Our fruit trees have gone through the blossom stage, and they're actually starting to form some tiny little fruits on their branches here and there. So I'm very encouraged and hoping that we'll get a good crop of our plums this year. We've got one ornamental apple tree over here that's still got a few little blossoms on it here and there, but it's coming along. We've got a blueberry bush in here that is really doing a good job, and you can see that there are just all kinds of blueberries ready to pop come July or August when they come into play. This is another apple tree here, and you can see some of the little tiny apples right in there that are starting to come into, starting to fruit up a little bit. And here is our other plum tree that's doing pretty good. We planted these probably 10 years or so ago, and they've already given us quite a lot of pleasure and quite a lot of good plum jam. But you can see up in there that there are some tiny little fruits beginning to take shape. Now, yesterday, my wife decided to plant some squash and some corn in this particular bed here. So we're coming along with that. A couple weeks ago, we got the early June peas planted in here, which you can see, and they're starting to grow up the trellises now. So I think we're doing pretty good. That in the center, in the back there, are radishes, and they are doing really, really well. So can't complain a bit. We did find a miracle. This is a Japanese maple seedling that just volunteered. We've got a big Japanese maple out front, and I just happened to look down the other day and found this growing as a volunteer. We pulled it up, potted it here, and it's been it's been about 10 days now, and it's looks like it's going to survive and will be able to be planted permanently wherever we decide we're going to put it. We lost a big backyard Japanese maple last spring, and it just tipped over and fell down dead, basically. So that's kind of where we are right now. Just wanted to take you on a little bit of a tour of our little backyard garden. So if you're not prepared, get prepared. This is the Prepared Suburbanite reminding you to be prepared always, and I'll see y'all on the next video.